Hola, 'tis I, Alycia. How are you? I hope you're doing well. In this pick a card reading today, we're going to look at what's coming in the new year. What can you expect? But we're also going to look at current energies of what's going on, what we need to release before we move into the new year. So that's what we got here today. For pile number 1, we have the Aura Rose Quartz. This is in helping you to embrace change, encouraging self-love and self-acceptance, helps you to release any emotional wounds from the past, and fosters a sense of inner peace. For this is pile number 1. For pile number 2, we have Peach Moonstone, and this is helping you to enhance your intuition and emotional intelligence, connecting you with your inner wisdom and promoting self-awareness. And for pile number 3, we have Labradorite. Oh, one of my favorites. Look at this baby. Oh, ooh. So this is a stone for embracing change because it helps you tap into your inner strength and intuition and help guide you through transitions by revealing hidden truths and possibilities. So there we have it. We have your pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3. You choose which one you want, and I will see you in that reading. Welcome, pile number 1. Here you go with your Aura Rose Quartz. So feel that beautiful, gentle energy. I wish you could see how pretty it is in real life. This loving energy of the rose quartz with the aura coating on it is just makes it amazing. So you kind of see the rainbow there. All right, let's get started. So first, we're going to be looking into current energy of this new year. But first, I have to say it's all for entertainment purposes only. Not fact, my opinion. Psychic download. You know the drill. Okay. We have beloved, love, reciprocity, intertwinement. Interesting. I guess let's continue on to see what other information we're going to get here about what our current energies are in this year. So, what do we need to know for the year now? What do we need to reflect upon? Maybe release? We have the education card. Spirit of place. And deep freeze. Interesting, because I'm wondering here if education, this is about learning and knowledge and, you know, the drill, education, duh. This is where I'm thinking this is interesting. Are we feeling kind of out of whack with some of our relationships? Feels like there's a relationship that's kind of on deep freeze right now, and that's something that maybe we need to look at. Why? Why is there nothing really happening with this relationship? Is there a place where this person or you need to thaw a little bit and be softer for when it comes to love, which really ties into rose quartz. That's a stone about love for self, love for others. And then we have this idea with the spirit of place and getting yourself into the right frame of mind, getting ready to create the environment, whether that's in your mind or in your life, for transformation that's coming your way. And with our education, this is about learning how to be in the world, how to make relationships work a little bit better, how to be open to that, learning about ourselves, tapping into our intuition. Okay, what else do we have? We have the Justice card. Now, Justice card can be about finding balance. Justice can be like, I'm just needing to exact some justice, perhaps on someone who is in the deep freeze with this relationship. Ooh, transformation. There's that transformation, spirit of place, getting your mind in the right spot for this transformation, and boundaries. So we have to establish these boundaries going into the new year. that makes sense. Now, sometimes we can make a boundary that's so rigid that it's like we've put our walls up and nobody can get in. And that's not a good place to be either, because we need to be able to be open, knowing that sometimes people hurt us, but we have to take that chance. There's this idea that we need to reflect upon what we were doing in the past in terms of these relationships. There's some relationship here that needs to be healed. And we have to look at it through a lens that's fair. We can't look at it like, well, so-and-so did this, so so-and-so is an a-hole. We can't do that. We have to look at it and see what our part was in it, so then we can kind of come to it fair and more balanced as we're looking through this lens into the past. So let's see what else. What else do they want to tell us about this past year? Challenges we maybe need to explore and let go of or resolve. There's the balance card again. Delicate balance. Allow the delicious nectar of life to bring you back to your center. They definitely need you to come back into balance. It's almost like you were one way, then you went to the other extreme, and we need to come someplace here in the middle. Okay. And a gentle touch, like the softness of a feather brushing your skin. Be sweet and kind to yourself and others. So, yes. Seems to be a recurring theme here. We need to soften up. We need to soften up. There's like this energy here where if it was like you had this thing with the person and they're just unreasonable, okay, fine. But I'm tending to think this is not just a one-sided thing. I think, as with all relationships, there's people on both sides that do things and they regret it and they should think about it, and maybe things can just get back to normal, sorta. They want you to find this balance, and there's this softness that you need to bring into your life, this self-love energy. And when we love ourselves more, then we're more loving to others. And that can also change how they interact with us. So definitely need to work on relationships coming in the new year. See what we can settle before we close out this year. What else does your spirit team want you to think about as we move into this new year ahead? Setting your intentions. What are your intentions for the new year? This is like, hey, we're not just going to fly into this new year and we're not going to just like wing it. They want you to set intentions. Write them down. Make a vision board. Get a Pinterest board. Do something where you're setting your intentions for the year. Where is it that you want your energy to flow? What do you want to grow? What do you want to like make things happen? What do you want less of? Like, set the roadmap. It doesn't have to be, a detailed plan here, but we have to set the intention for what we want to be doing in this new year. And again, the surrender, this whole idea, letting go, knowing that you're not really in control of anything. None of us are. We think we are. We like to believe that in our mind. We're not really in control of much. You make plans, God laughs. You know the deal. Surrender. Just being open to whatever's going to unfold in this year, and doing it with your loving heart, ever present during this time where we leave the past behind. We move into the possibility of the new year. All right, what else does Spirit want to bring up about this switch from this year to the next? Dance. You know how good you feel when you dance. I can't dance very well, but it doesn't stop me. I do dance. I have fun dancing. And it kind of is like getting the wiggles, getting that energy flowing and moving in your body, and it's always a good thing. So Spirit wants to encourage you to dance, have some fun. We have, look at this, love unabashedly. It's almost like you can't put rules on love in these relationships. You have to just let your walls down, and what's going to happen is going to happen. But as you start to learn more about yourself, learn more about how relationships, work, trying to navigate sometimes people and their motivations. This is really a good time for you to just enjoy the energy of love. It doesn't mean love doesn't hurt. And we need to move forward. We have to settle our grievances in the past. We need to just move forward. What was is not what's coming with. Okay? Let's see what we've got here. What else can we expect during this phase? We're going into this new year. We got to soften up to love. You're definitely going to want to have some rose quartz by your side. It's a great little loving stone. I will say one time, my heart was probably as hardened as it could be. And I almost had like an aversion to rose quartz. It was like, ugh, no, I don't want it near me. I don't need to soften a love. I'm just fine. And then brought it into my life, hung out with it. I softened up to the rose quartz. Imagine that. Okay. Emotional desert, inactivity, isolation. We need to let go. We need to leave the desert. We need to leave the desert, and we need to move into this vibration of love. And if you didn't know, your heart chakra, out of all these chakras, is the largest energy field. So if you imagine energy fields that come out of your chakras, the heart's the largest one, not your big old brain. And that's the vibration you need to get in alignment with. Currents of emotion, uncontrolled feelings. We have to deal with our feelings. We have to deal with those pesky feelings as we're moving forward into this new year, new you. And they really just want to hammer this home. There's things that hurt. You have to say, yes, it hurt. Put up your boundaries that are like not fortress walls, but we need to resolve this stuff. And thought vibrations, resonant choices, signature signals. Get into alignment with what you want to attract. If we're focused on all the bad stuff and we can't focus on the good stuff, it makes it like rather difficult, right? We just can't get it going in the right way. So focus on what you want, because it's almost like what you think about, and if it's negative, that's what you keep continuing to attract into your life, and that's not a good thing. Not a good thing at all. All right, moving forward into the new year. What can we know about, need to know about, think about? The law of action. Get out of your comfort zone and take bold action today. Yes. And the only reason we don't get out of our comfort zone is because there's some level of fear. So we have to get out of our comfort zone. Push yourself to do things that you maybe normally wouldn't do. They might seem out of character, but it's important for you to push yourself to go do these things. So take action and get out of that comfort zone. The law of neutrality. Practice non-reaction and staying in equanimity. How apropos. That goes back to setting your intentions, figuring out where the balance needs to be, getting yourself back into the middle. We can't be on one side or the other. We need to figure out a way to get more within our balance. And it's always a delicate practice for sure. And the law of compensation. Give that which you seek. Amen. Amen indeed. And our last pieces of guidance from the spirit world to you, my dear. What do they need you to know? How can you be all prepared for moving into 2024? Oh, our cards got all wonky there, huh? Resilience. You have been carrying a burden, an emotional baggage. You're going to get through this. You're going to get through this. But this would be a great time just kind of doing an inventory. What can you let go? What is the baggage you don't need to take with you as you move into the new year? Let it go. Say bye-bye. Don't need it. No more. Extremes. coming back into balance again. They just want to hammer this home with you. They need you to get into this balanced area. Going from one extreme to another, it's like when you're doing this in terms of your emotions or your thoughts and how you're thinking about things, and then it affects you and your body and all that stuff. It's not good. You need to find the balance. And last, fear. Remember when we had that card that we had about like, need to go out and be brave? We need to conquer our fears. Fear, a lot of times, you know, it's imagined and exaggerated in our mind. And sometimes the things that we fear are nothing to really be fearful of. It, you know, and especially it's just when you see all these little crows and she's there and she's holding on to all of these anxieties and worries and oh my gosh and da-da-da-da-da-da, right? Like your mind just goes on a hamster wheel. And it's like, no, let them go. You don't need those thoughts and anxieties and worrying about what other people might be thinking or feeling or doing or whatnot. It's not your responsibility to worry about things beyond your control. You're just going to have to show up, and you can handle this. You can get through this. You're strong. You're strong, and this is going to be a good little time for you to reflect upon the past year and see where you want to go and how you're going to get there, and finding that right amount of balance and boundaries as you move forward into the new year. So with that, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I will see you in the next video. Pile number 2. Welcome, and here's your Peach Moonstone. This is going to help you connect to your inner wisdom and promote self-awareness, allowing you to navigate these transitions with clarity and grace. So there we go, Peach Moonstone. It's so pretty. Wish you could see it in person. All right, let's see what is the current energy, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, as card reading, that we're going from this year into the new year. Serpent, rebirth, unconventionality, non-conformity. Alrighty, we're not going to conform. We're just not going to take it anymore. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. What else does your spirit team want you to think about? Where do we need to reflect for moving into this new year? We got to see what's happening here. We need to say goodbye to. Say adios. Say no mas. Or maybe this is just, we want to just point it out and keep going. Ghostlands. Interesting. Magic Stream and Peaks of Joy. Okay. We're going into, I believe, a time where we're having a lot more peaks of joy, right? But it's like currently we're trying to get into that resonance with that energy of joy, right? Right now, we're in a time of reflection, but it feels like it's a lonely, isolationist kind of environment. And perhaps that's because we have this like non-conformity type energy, like trying to find our place as we're moving forward, what we were connected to, who we were connected to in the past is no longer who we are. And it's almost like we're navigating into this whole new world, new way of being, new way of thinking and seeing things. And so we're currently kind of feel like we're on an island. Kind of like, nobody understands me. I'm a free thinker. I'm seeing things that I never saw before. And I'm just looking for my people, looking for my community. And your spirit team wants you to know they're here. You're going to find them. You're going to connect with them. And it's going to enhance and amplify this energy of the peaks of joy. So it might feel like, oh, I found someone who was cool. No, that wasn't that person. They kind of fooled me or whatnot. But you're going to find that these peaks of joy are going to start to happen more and more frequently. Okay, what else? Spirit, do we need to know? Healing. We need to do healing. Focus on healing. See how much healing you can do between now and the new year. It's kind of important here that we work on the healing part of this. Sometimes when it seems like we've had a total transformation in what we think and how we are and how we behave, and essentially like you've moved up another level, there is some healing to do, because sometimes we'll look back in the past and we'll say, I can't believe I did that, or, oh, I can't believe I thought that. And then when you're healing, have some grace for yourself. Like, nobody knows it all in this world. They can pretend they do. They don't know it all. And we have to be able to give ourselves grace as we move forward. We don't know it all. They don't know it all. Some people weren't intentionally trying to hurt you. You weren't trying to intentionally hurt anybody. It's just a let go. Let go. Let's move forward. Whoop. Well, look at this. Good luck's on the horizon. Meow. It is definitely on the horizon. These peaks of joy are just going to become bigger, bigger, bigger peaks of joy, happening more and more frequently for you. Oh, and you're going to get so much more in alignment with your life purpose. It's this who you are becoming, have become, and are becoming is like so important on your journey as you're moving into this new year. You're going to be coming into more alignment with your life purpose. It's almost like the blindfold's off. You're totally awake here now, and you're like, I see it all. I'm seeing clearly. Maybe you don't see it all, but you see more than you were seeing before. And now you're like, I am seeing where I need to go, what I need to do, who and what I need to leave behind as I move forward into this new year. All right, what more, Spirit team, can we know here? Listen to the call. Spirit is singing sweet words of wisdom. Be still and listen. Isn't that amazing? There's so much like growth and transformation happening for you right now. And as you're going through this period, leaving the old year behind, moving into this new year, your spirit team is telling you, hey, you need to make room for us. And it makes the journey a lot less lonely. So take that time, however you can make it happen, that you can meditate, prayer, stare into a candle flame and try and get in the zone. And just take a few minutes every day if you can, just to be quiet. Don't worry about, you got to do this, you got to do that. Just take a moment and be quiet and pay attention to the signs and symbols that you're going to see around you. And then we have Mother's Love. You are being wrapped in the loving wings of comfort and protection. So it's almost this idea that we have here, feeling that you are loved. You're loved, just period. And this is also, as you're going through this journey, this transformational journey, heading closer into your life purpose, this is going to be like, there's going to be sprinting, and then it's like kind of walking, and sprinting and walking. It's just this energy that we're going to be coming through into this new year that you just need to be aware of. So an idea that you need to take care of yourself. So imagine if you had the mother who's like, don't forget to do this, like take your vitamins, get your rest, Same idea. Your spirit team wants you to make sure you take care of yourself as you're going through this new year, because this is not a race, it's a marathon, and we need you to be your best self. Okay, more. What else can we know about this transformational time? Leaving the old behind, moving into the new. Hey, boo-boo. Okay. Sorry, my little Yogi Bear popped in there. Freedom. Freedom. That's cool. So with freedom, I'm going to try and move that light a little bit. Okay, so with this freedom, because it's like you've removed the blindfolds and removed the constraints of thoughts and ideas and ways of being, you're going to be experiencing a new level of freedom that is kind of going to blow your mind. And at times I think that can also feel a little scary. It's like, I'm going into this new part of my life and this is nothing I've ever experienced before. And you can tend to get scared. And they're saying, like, don't get scared, check in with us. Remember, call your spirit team, let's check in. But this is an amazing period of transformation for yourself. And enchantment. Oh, okay. So with the enchantment, what they're saying is the spirit team saying to you, you need to be aware. We are going to be sending you signs and symbols, music, license plate numbers, whatever it is, signs and symbols and things that we want you to pay attention to so we can communicate with you, because we know you're not going to be sitting down and meditating and being praying and all that stuff probably as consistently as they would like you to be. But they're saying, if you keep your eyes open, we will get our magical messages through to you in the most interesting ways. So open your eyes, pay attention to all that stuff. Okay, now as we move forward, what else do they need you to know? Set your intentions. Set your intentions for the new year. Kind of a basic roadmap, a rough outline. This does not have to be detailed, but set your intentions. What is it that you're looking to achieve in this next year? Write it down. Make a Pinterest board or a vision board, however you do this, but you need to set a rough outline of things that you want to achieve in this year coming up. It's almost as if you don't have a roadmap, you'll never get to your destination. Same idea. Speak your truth. Although I like the phrase just speak the truth because it's the truth. There's no variations on the truth. However, they want you to speak up. This is a time where you're learning lessons. Do not be afraid to share what you are learning or say what's on your mind. And kindle love. This goes back to these relationships. This doesn't necessarily mean romantic love. This could just be aligning yourself with the vibration of love, the frequency of love, and finding love for peoples and, starting relationships and friendships. So this is on the horizon because we're coming out of the ghost lands. We're moving into the magic stream. It's all going to be amazing. Okay, let's move these here and see what else we've got. Getting our last few cards of advice as we're moving into the new year. New you, new visions, rebirth, renewal, transformation coming your way. Ascended masters, devoted spirits with specific intentions. Okay, so remember when I said they want you to tune into them? It's because they all have different things that they're trying to help you learn and grow in this big old transformational year. They need you to tap in. Give them a ring-a-ding-ding on the spirit phone, okay? They need you to check in. Kinship, community, your group. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. You're getting out of the ghost lands. You're going to be finding all these new relationships. And achievement, completion, reward. You're setting on a path, my dear, where you're going to be in this amazing spot. And in this amazing spot, because you're going to set your intentions now, you are going to achieve so much, right? We have our good luck. We have these peaks of joys that are going to happen even more frequently. So that's our like, hey, you got to get clear on what it is you want to do in this new year. We need to be on the same page because they want to help you. Oopsie, you cards don't go here yet. There we go. All right, let's get some cards, last advice, final thoughts. The law of love, your heart knows no bounds. Interesting. It's coming through. as you're going from ghostland into finding your community and friends and all these relationships, there's this idea that we need to reset our heart. Tap into the frequency of love for people, well, the good people, but take the walls down. Take the boundaries down that have kind of hardened your heart during this last year. You need to let your walls down a little, soften to allowing the love to come in. We can't, be in a state of like, well, a lot of people are a-holes and I don't want to talk to any of them, because, not everybody's an a-hole. And then we have the law of, creation. Okay, focus your mind to create your deepest desire. Again, reminding you, set your intentions, what it is that you want to bring forth into your life coming in this new year. Set your mind on it. Set the intentions, write it down, make a vision board, all that jazz. And we have the law of karma. You are being called to a higher purpose. Amen. Yes, you are. And as you're coming into your life purpose, higher purpose, you need to definitely make sure that you're in that right state of mind, finding the balance that you need, finding the love, the compassion for yourself, for others, as you're moving forward. Oh, dearie pie, we're running out of room on the table. I need a bigger table. Okay. One more shuffle and we'll get our last cards advice. Extremes. I believe this came up in the first piles reading as well. We need to get back to a state of balance. We need to be balanced. We can't be going from one extreme to another, because you know what happens? Things break. Things go haywire. Doesn't work. You can only do that for so often. So you're going to need to find a place of balance. And then we have patience. You need to have patience as you're going kind of like down this hole of enlightenment, rabbit hole. There's so many things that you're going to want to know, and you're not going to find them all out. And sometimes you're just going to need to wait to see how things are going to pan out or what information you get. And this is why you need to make sure you're not going from one extreme to another. You need to find that balance, be objective, and tune into your discernment or sharpen it up as you move forward into the new year. And finally, focus. Focus on what your desires are during this amazing period of transformation. So with that, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I'm wishing you nothing but the best in the new year, and I will see you in another video. Adios. Pile number 3, welcome. You have the labradorite. So this is an amazing stone helping you to embrace change, helping you to tap into your inner strength and your intuition. So this is helping you to go through this transitional period, revealing some hidden truths and some possibilities for you. So there we go. We have our labradorite. And what is our card here to start off current energy of this year? Shadow. Wholeness, integration, repressed emotions. Oh my. Shadow work. Interesting. Shadow work's always that's one of those things that nobody wants to do, but it's very important to do. Shadow work is when you're looking into those aspects of yourself that you don't show the world, or you try to hide from the world as best you can. Those pieces that maybe society would not look kindly upon. And those are those aspects of yourself that need healing, and they need to be addressed so that you can continue on your life's journey doing the work you need to be doing so you can get into full alignment with your life purpose. So let's see what messages we have. And again, it's all alleged for entertainment purposes only, card reading. What we can see here for you as we leave this old year, leave this year behind. We're going to move into this new year full of possibilities. And we have solitude, follow the leader, and intention. Interesting. This we know the solitude is saying that we need to definitely work on our shadow selves. There is so much information you can find online about that, so I encourage you to go do that. You're going to need to take some time alone. Also, it may be advised, just saying, if you can find someone who specializes in helping you to deal with your shadow self, this could help you really exponentially speed up the process. Now, this is not a process. Dealing with your shadow is not a process to be taken lightly, and it is scary, and it is, I would say, emotionally draining. And so it's always good to have a guide with you. You will get amazing aha moments. I hate that phrase, but you will also get this amazing transformation. It's important work to be done, but a lot of people don't want to do it because you're getting into the like dark stuff in your soul that you might not want to touch. It's easier to just keep it behind the, closet door kind of thing. Like, nah, I don't want to deal with that. And we have this idea we need to set our intentions as we're moving forward into this new year. All right, let's see what else we've got to think about as we move into the new year. Leaving some things behind that need to be left behind, and we're going to move into a new year. New ways, new thinking, new you. Wow. Tapping into your life purpose. This is a big card for you. And Spirit wants me to let you know that this shadow work is super, super, super important for you to do. Getting into that synchronicity with your life purpose, you need to deal with this shadow work. That it's just so, so important. And they want you to know that it's like, this is work that is very important for you to do. When you work on your shadow, then it can help you step into alignment more fully on your journey here with your life purpose, and so that you can also help others. You're going to need a lot of strength as you're going through this process of transformation, knowing that you are going to get stronger and stronger throughout this process. And this is like, it's such an important process, but you're going to come out the other side like more powerful, more strong, more brave, more courageous. Oh, and your dreams, these things that you've been dreaming of, all these things start to crystallize once we start getting into doing this healing work on yourself and moving forward. So we have more. Let's see what else we have more. What are your spirit team? What are they trying to get through to you? They're trying to let you know what's up. See what we can do. What we need to know as we leave this here behind. Fresh air and flowers. Spend time amid the natural beauty of the outdoors. Oh, isn't that nice? Get some fresh air. Clear your mind. It's a good thing. And delicate balance. Allow the delicious nectar of life to bring you back to center. Now, this came up in another pile reading, and you're going to feel out of balance. And you're going to have to bring it back into balance as you go through this period. This is a crazy time for you. And it might, like I said, might not be the easiest time, but super crucial on your soul journey to go through these moments and try to keep your balance about you. Things might knock you for a loop and you're just like, I don't know which side's up. I don't know what's up, what's down, turn it around. Try to keep some perspective, and then this is why it's so important to set your intentions for what you want to happen in the new year. Just doing a loose outline, but having that is like your roadmap for moving into this new year as best as we can. What else can we know? Playfulness. Don't forget to play. Don't forget to have fun. Because sometimes we do. We forget to have fun. We forget to play. We are just like, oh, all work, no business. Got to get it done. Da 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 da. You got to have some fun too. Even if you feel like you don't want to, you have to have fun. So make yourself have fun. Go outside, take a walk, do some people watching. I always have fun watching people because, there's a lot of cuckoos out there. And thought. Pay attention to your thoughts. Pay attention to what you're thinking, and making sure that those thoughts are in the highest vibration for your good. Don't get yourself down in any type of no bueno thoughts. It's not worth it. You need to stay high vibration as you move from this year into the new year. This is a period of extreme growth for you. So make sure that you're focusing your energy on good thoughts. Good thoughts. Minimize bad thoughts. Kick them to the curb. Say, nah, I don't need that. Forget it. Having courage as you go through this period. Like I said, this work that it needs to be taken on. The shadow self. Not fun. Nobody wants to do it. But you need to have courage to get through this process. Once you get through this process and you take care of yourself and you start awakening and having all of these new realizations, you need to have courage during this process. Again, befriend pleasure. Play, have fun. This is a time of just, you need to give yourself some leeway, okay? Sometimes it's seeming like we just have to do all these things. They want to bring it up. You need to have fun. Make time for fun. Fun. Make time for fun, whatever it is. And embrace friendship. Making sure that you reach out to your friends. Maybe even see if there's, a couple friends that you can rely upon. Maybe go have some coffee with them. Go watch some people at the mall. Just making sure that you have that connection to other people. This work you're doing is it's a job that you only can do yourself. You can have guidance to help do this job, but you do need to be able to talk to somebody about what you're going to be experienced once you start on this shadow work journey. And so it's always good to have someone to talk to about this. Now don't pick your shallow friend. Pick a real good friend. Someone who's thoughtful and they listen to what you say. They're not on their phone all the time and just nodding their head and going, Find yourself your thoughtful friend. Take them out to coffee. Have some fun. Share what you're going through. It's good for the soul. Beneath the surface, hidden truth, something unknown. Your spirit team just wants to hammer this down. You need to do the shadow work. You need to do this. There are things here underneath the surface, exactly this, that need to be addressed, that you need to uncover. This is a super, super important work. So they want you to do this. It taps into your life purpose. This is a necessary step. Prophets and ancient seers, decisions and predictive guidance. Your spirit team is there. Oh, with the dreams too. Your spirit team is there. They're ready to help you and connect with you as you go through this process. Maybe they want to come to you in your dreams, but they're wanting you to know. Set your intention, and we're going to be there to help you manifest that. Okay. And currents of emotion, uncontrolled feelings. This is, if shadow work had a card, it would look like this. It's a roller coaster. That's why you have to have your good friend, your thoughtful friend, not your ding-dong friend who doesn't listen. You need to have a good support system when you go through this. I'm telling you, you're going to feel very grateful that you go through and do this work. And I can't say that the work's done. It's not like you oh, I've done it. I'm next level. There's always work to be done. But there's a big piece here that you need to unravel. So you always have to have that support system with you. All right. What else can we know for we're moving into this new year? The law of healing. Transform your trauma, transform your life. Amen. Look at that. So true. So true. We have the law of perfection. Choose to view life in all its glory. And you see that? That's a mirror. You are a reflection of life in all its glory. Having fun, being playful, making connections with your friends, all this stuff's coming. And the law of allowing, stop trying to fix, change, or control anyone. This is an inside job. You have to do this on your own. Don't worry about what they're doing. Nobody cares. This is all about you. When we focus on the grass is always greener, or we focus on what the Joneses are doing, we're not focused on what we need to be doing in our own lives. So, very important to pay attention to that. And our last few cards, what do we need as we're moving into the new year? Taking action. You cannot sit by and just not be an active participant. You're going to have to step up to the plate and take some action. Start listening to your intuition, doing some work on your subconscious. There's a lot of stuff going on here. Focus on the transformation. Focus on the other side of this process. Focus on that. That's right. You need to write down your vision board, where you want to go, how you want to feel, what you want to be. Focus on that. Okay, there's 3 moons here. And it's just like this whole thing. We got to tap in. We have to go deeper, right? And we have abundance. Amazing, amazing things are coming. They are totally coming. But we have to do this important work first. It's just like one of those things. When you tap in and you're like doing this tough, difficult, not so good, shitty work, once you get through that, it's amazing, because it's just like this extra weight underneath the surface. You're just dragging with you. You don't need that. You just address it, and then you can let this go, and then you can keep on moving. It's good, because this is really going to help you to tap into your life purpose. You just have to get it, like healing the stuff that's beneath the surface. And once you do that, things start going amazing, because you're not weighed down with so much of this stuff. So with that, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope this gave you some hope, some good vibes for moving in to the new year. And with that, I'll see you in another video. Adios.